Hey everyone, welcome back to 1 Cent Sports Cards YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Today we are going to be doing another set review in a very busy June for the card collecting community. Today we will review the 2020 Topps Finest set. So without further ado, let's get into it. So for this 2020 Topps Finest set guide and review, what we'll be looking to do is get to an exclusive sensational set ranking for Topps Finest. What is that, you ask? Well, that is one of the most complete breakdowns of the set that you will find on YouTube. We break the set down into 10 different categories and give it a score of 1 to 10. And we add all those scores up, which will give us a final ranking score, which allows us to see how good this set is compared to all the other sets that have come out in 2020. So here's what we'll cover off on today. First, we'll go over the set highlights for Topps Finest, the different buying formats and how you can get into this. We'll cover off on key cards, what the inserts and autos are for this set, and then we'll get into teams that you should be targeting in breaks. I'll have a couple sleepers in there for you, as well as some ones that if you can get them for the right price, I definitely would not pass up on them. Then we'll go into who should be collecting this set and who should stay away from this set. Then cover off on the overall set positives and the set negatives, which brings us to our 1 cent sensational set rating, where we will give it our final score and judgment on how good of a set this actually is. And then we will compare it to all of the other set rankings to date. So, Topps 20 Finest. Here's our set highlights. First of all, it is a long-standing set. It's a long-standing chromium set with a ton of design flair, tons of color, tons of design, all on a chromium set. It is in its 28th consecutive year of production. It's one of Topps' longest-running sets outside of their flagship set. There is a 125 card base set checklist, and cards number 101 through 125 are high number short prints. And there's an 8-color rainbow of parallels for the base set, and then on the extended set, it's only a 3-color rainbow. It's a current player focus that does also highlight some past greats, so there are some retired stars in here, but no prospects. This year we also get 2 new insert sets. We get the Man, which is actually a 98 throwback, so it was in there way back in 1998. And then we have a new insert set called Finest Duels, which shows us 2 players from the same team. And this is a hobby-only product that is not available in retail this year. Then finally, we have the Finest Careers Highlight insert set, which this year it features the legendary Ichiro Suzuki. So let's cover off on what the parallels are here real quick. First of all, you've got the base parallels. You've got a base refractor, which you're going to find in 1 and 3 packs. And then you go purple, blue, green, gold, orange, red, and superfractor, which all become increasingly rare. Now the autos add 2 additional wave refractors. You've got the green wave refractor, and you've also got the orange wave and the red wave refractor. So keep that in mind there. You've got a couple wave refractors, so a little bit of a different parallel for the auto than there is in the base. So here's the different buying formats. Like I said, you can only get it in hobby, so there's 2 ways to get in. 1, a case. A case is going to be 8 master boxes, and then there's 16 mini boxes. So there is a total of 12 packs per master box, 5 cards per pack. So that's 480 total cards per case, and it's going to run you around $1,150, $1,160. So your cost per card on that, $2.41. You do get 2 autos per box, so you would get 16 total autos in a case. Why I say 4 refractors, I think you get a lot more than that. That is a typo. I apologize. Then you can also just buy a box. That's going to be 12 packs per master box, 6 packs per mini box, 5 cards per pack, and you've got 60 total cards in there at a price of around $150. Cost per card on that is going to be $2.50. You get 2 autos per box and 4 refractors in the box. So those are the only buying formats that you can get this in this year. So as we look at the checklist, which came out kind of late, it came out on the day of the release today. So I quickly went through this, and here are the cards that I think are going to be the key cards for this set this year. Number 1 is going to be card number 27, Bo Bichette. Then we have Jordan Alvarez, card number 50, and Luis Robert did make it into this set, card number 97. Then as we get into the parallels, autos, and inserts, the first ones is for the insert is definitely going to be that Ichiro Finest Career die cut. It is 1 in 48 packs, so a tough insert, and you can get autos of that as well. They'll all be numbered to 10. Then there is a Vlad Jr. Bo Bichette Finest Duels insert and an auto parallel of that as well. That's going to be a highly sought after card this year. We've got the Finest First inserts. Those are going to be a lot of younger stars, so in rookies, so definitely a good one there. Then you've got the Finest autos, which are kind of the main auto set of this set. Luis Robert and Mike Trout are featured in those autos, so some really nice autos you can pull out of Finest autos. Then you've got the Finest Moment autos. That has a great auto checklist. You can see over there Reggie Jackson to the right. There's a lot of other big stars like Hank Aaron, Mike Trout, tons of different big autos in that set. And returning again is the Finest Mystery Redemption autos. Who knows who you're going to get, but it is a mystery redemption. Lots of people chase those. Very nice chases there as well. And we will finish it off with the Finest Originals. Those are going to be buyback autos, so those are going to be Finest cards, Topps Finest cards from years past. Those will all be buyback and then sent back out as autos, so pretty cool cards there as well. For inserts this year, we only have 4 different subsets or insert sets for this season. The first one going to be that 1998 Finest The Man. There's going to be 30 cards in that subset. They'll land 1 in 3 packs, so a pretty common insert. You do get parallels of gold, red, and superfractor. Then we have the Finest Careers die cut. That is going to feature retired stars. It's got 10 cards, lands in one. Actually, that's the Ichiro feature. So 10 cards in that set, 1 in 48 packs. Going to be a nice chase there. Difficult set to complete. There are parallels as well, gold, red, and superfractor. Then you've got the Finest Duels, which is a 20 card set, going to land in 1 in 6 packs. Same parallel breakdown as the other insert sets. And then you've got Finest First, which is 1 in 12 packs, so about 1 per box. And that's going to be a parallel of gold, red, and superfractor as well. Those are the only inserts. So now we'll get into the autographs. For autographs, you've got Finest autographs, which you see over there at the right, 66 cards. Those will be the autographs you're going to find in most of the sets. And what you get there is parallels of blue, green, green wave, gold, orange, orange wave, red, and red wave. Then you have the Finest Mystery Redemption autographs. And those are going to be to be determined. Not sure how many cards they're going to be doing out of that. Normally they have 1 or 2. You've got the 1998 Finest The Man autographs. So the Man subset is in there. You get 20 cards in that. Then you also have Finest Careers, the Ichiro die cut autographs. Those are 10 cards, each numbered to 10 apiece. And then you get the Finest Duels autograph, which is 16 cards with a parallel of orange, red, and superfractor. Continuing on, we have the Finest First autographs, which you can see over there at the right. That one is numbered with 11 cards and the standard parallel breakdown. We've got the Finest Moments autographs. Those have refractor parallels of gold, orange, red, and superfractor. Those are going to be the really nice retired stars and big stars. Those are a really nice autograph subset there. Then we have the Finest Originals autographs, and those are going to be the buyback ones. Those are to be determined, but they'll each be numbered to 20. So what team should you be targeting in breaks? This one, the Chicago Cubs, is going to be my first pick. A little bit of a sneaky pick here. Probably not going to go in the top 5, but they have a lot of cards in the base set, 7 of them total, and 8 autos, and you do get some nice rookie autos in there like Nico Horner, etc. Then we have the Chicago White Sox, 9 base cards and 9 autos. A few of those are Luis Robert. There's Eloy in there, another nice autograph set to chase. And the Chicago White Sox, I don't believe are going to be in the top 5 that go off the board price-wise either. So if you can get them at the right price, the White Sox are sneaky good. Then we've got the Houston Astros. Going to be an expensive one. 9 base, 9 autos, and a lot of those autos are Yordan Alvarez. Then you've got the Dodgers. Dodgers have a ton of cards in this. 10 base, 11 autos, 7 inserts. Dodgers are going to be an expensive team, but if you can hit them in a random break, definitely keep them. And then you have the Seattle Mariners. The Seattle Mariners, 10 autos, 8 of them are Ichiro. The other 2 are Ken Griffey Jr. So if you can get the Mariners, definitely a good one, because if you hit one of those Ichiro autos, that's going to be amazing. And you have the Toronto Blue Jays to round it out. They've got 9 autos in there, and most all of them are Vladdy and Bichette. So those would be my teams that I would target in breaks. So who should be collecting this set? First of all, Chrome collectors. It's one of the hobby's best Chrome-driven sets. It's beautiful. The Chrome design is actually built into the design. Definitely is a Chrome-driven set. This is a very nice set. Parallel chasers, there's beautiful designs and a solid rainbow. So another nice rainbow that comes out from these Chrome sets, and they do tend to hold value. And if you like big, bold designs, this is probably Topps one set that looks most like a Panini set. Just really over the top on the design. So if you like that type of card, definitely a set I would look into. And nostalgic collectors. Interestingly enough, Topps Finest has been around a long time. It's one of Topps' longest running sets, and there are retired greats. So if you like retired players, they're featured in here, and it's kind of turned into a nostalgic set. It's been around for almost 30 years now. And then the other people that should be collecting this, secondary market watchers. Individual cards should come at a fair price, especially with the ton of new cards that are coming out in June. I have a feeling this set's going to get a little overlooked this year because of Bowman and all of the sets that have come out in June. So that if you're looking for individual cards, definitely a set that I would look into. Now, who shouldn't be collecting? First of all, prospect collectors, there are none in this set, so stay away. If you like collecting prospect, keep going after those Bowman sets. And then traditionalists, this is another Chrome set with very limited photography. There's not a lot of environmental photography in here. Big, bold designs, nothing traditional or vintage about this set whatsoever. Set builders, I feel like with only 100 cards, this is a set you can probably pass on. A little easy to collect, even with the 101 through 125 high number short prints. There's a lot of gaps too in the teams. We'll get into that in a little bit. But if I was a set builder, I would stay away from this. And then retail collectors, there is no option for you. And the current entry point on this is a little bit inflated. Not too bad compared to some other sets lately. However, if you're a retail person or a value collector, this is probably a set you steer clear from. Big League came out today as well, so maybe that's one that's a little more appropriate. So like I said, with budget collectors, yeah, the prices are a little inflated, and there are cheaper options that will give you equal bang. So here's the positives of this set. First of all, it is a quality, time-tested set. It's been around for a long time. It holds value. It is a decent set to collect year in and year out. I also think that the design this year, very beautiful design, and it's quality cardstock. Definitely something I would look after. Then we have that Ichiro Career Highlights set, which is a great subset with a great star. I think that's going to hold a lot of value this year. And then another thing this year is the auto checklists are really strong. Not a ton of filler, not a ton of, that was one of my big knocks on Panini Prism, is there was a lot of filler in the autos. There's not a ton of filler on the auto checklist for Topps Finest. So definitely a nice ad that Topps Finest has this year. And then the other thing I like about it, it is a simple and straightforward set. Not a ton of inserts, not a ton of auto inserts. And so it's just kind of simple. It's really easy to open it. You know what you're getting for the most part when you open up a box of this. So then we go to the negatives. The negatives, just like with Panini, I don't understand why the brands keep doing this, but the high number short print set doesn't have one rookie card, not one. It's kind of just established stars. I think Juan Soto's in there. That's probably the one card to chase, but I would have liked to have seen a rookie card in there too that make it a little bit more rare to increase that value on some special cards in that high number short print. The other thing, no relics. Topps Finest has never really had relics, and they don't have them again. But it's always nice to get a relic or two in a box. So there are no relics this year. The other thing is when you look at the team set checklist, they're really uneven. There's some that got like 10 or 11 cards and others that don't have any, or maybe just one or two. The other thing is the price on these I think is somewhat inflated. They're going for around 150 bucks right now. I feel like 120 would probably be a better price point for this, and maybe it'll come down here in a few weeks. But for right now, the price is slightly inflated. And then the other big knock is going to be that there are 4 sets that got released today. This is just one of 4. There's Panini Prism, there's Big League. What's the other one? Like I'm forgetting the other one. But yeah, so there's just a lot of sets that came out today. So I think this is going to get lost in the shuffle a little bit. And then finally, I do feel like Topps Finest, it is a very trusted format and tried and true, but it's a little uninspired. It's real similar to last year. There's only one new insert set, and the other one is a throwback. Not a lot new happening, so a little uninspired. That's a little ticky-tack, though. So those are my negatives. So what does this all add up to? Here is the 1 cent sensational set rating. What we do is we take these 10 different categories, break them down into 10 different sets, and then rate them on 1 to 10. So when I look at this, the appeal of this set, it's a chromium set. It's a very nice looking set. A lot of people know what it is. There's no retail, so I take a couple points off for that, but overall I think the appeal is pretty good on this, so I'll give it a 7. The base set checklist, I would have liked to have gone a little bit higher, but I'm going to give it a 7, only because that high number short print doesn't have a lot going on in it. And the fact that you are missing, some teams are a little underrepresented in this checklist. I'll go ahead and give it a 7. The inserts, I'm going to give it a 5. There's only 4, and they're ones that have been around for a long time. And the new ones, and the new one that came out is not all that different from what's been released in the past, so I'll give it a 5. For parallels and variations, look, the parallels are really nice in this set. I'll go ahead and give it an 8. The auto checklist, I'm giving it a 7.5. It's strong, a little bit of filler, not too bad. You do get the Ichiros, you do have Mike Trout, you do have a lot of retired stars in here. Some autos are going to hold a lot of value, and the parallels are strong, so I'll give it a 7.5. Pack odds and productions, pretty good as well. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7. It's a hobby-only release, so definitely the production is going to be a little bit smaller than in some of the bigger releases, so I'll go ahead, do a 7 on that. Card quality, these are some of the nicest cards you can get throughout the year. I'll go ahead and give it a 9. And then for our historical value, this does hold value pretty well, so I'll go ahead and give that a 6. And then with artistic value, I think they did okay. Not quite as good as Panini Prism did. I'll go ahead and give that a 7. And then my cost value on this, it's fairly inexpensive to get into, not that cheap, but the cards do hold value. Topps Finest is a very established set within the hobby, so I'll go ahead and give that a 6.5. So what does that all add up to? That adds up to our sensational set ranking. So we'll add all these up, and as you can tell, we give it a rating of 1 to 5 stars. But depending on where it lands, that will tell you kind of how good this set is. So where did 2020 Topps Finest end up on the 1 cent sensational set rating? Well, the final rating is a 70, so it is a 4-star set, solid set. It's an established set. If this is a set that you have collected in the past, you know what you're getting. It's very quality cards, good autos, good chase cards. I would like to see it to be a little bit more inspired and maybe refreshed just a little bit, but I get why Topps isn't totally going away from a tried and true formula. I also would like to see maybe some more inserts, maybe a relic. That might be a way to freshen some of this stuff up. But overall, I think it's a very solid set. We're going to give it a low 4 stars, and definitely a set that you should be checking out in the 2020 baseball card collecting season. So how does this line up for all of our other sets that we have ranked to date? Well, it ends up ranking 5th overall, right behind Topps Gypsy Queen and right over Topps Series 1. Now, what fell off the list? That would be Don Russ Baseball 2020, which actually is maybe a little bit of a travesty because I probably should have rated it a little higher than I did, but it was rated a 53. So our top 10 for our set rankings to date, Bowman still sits on top. The newcomer, which was also released today, Panini Prism, that one came in at a 73, but we have some really strong sets kind of bubbling up to the top 5, and then we have some other ones. As you can see, those scores kind of quickly start falling after that. So I think we have a solid top 5 in Bowman Baseball, Panini Prism, Panini Select, Topps Gypsy Queen, and now Topps Finest in the top 5. So you guys, that is our 1 cent sensational set guide and review for Topps 2020 Finest, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please throw over to First and hit that like button if you like this, and if you like these reviews, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell, because these reviews come out fast and furious in the baseball card season. We'll be reviewing all of them and getting in depth on all of these, so definitely subscribe. And until next time, guys, I hope you are having great luck on your personal pack rips. Let me know if you are let me know in the comments below if you are going to be getting into Topps Finest. And until next time, guys, take care of your family, take care of your friends, take care of everyone, take care of your neighbors, and we will see you soon. Thanks for watching.